the overall market seeing enormous upside swings and the panic that prompts retail traders to make rash decisions in response to prime news stories, which may be either positive or bad, the cryptocurrency market is never a dull moment. This is because the market as a whole is experiencing incredible swings in the other direction. This trend has been repeating itself over the previous 2 to 3 weeks with the Marco chop and the surfacing of unsettling headlines involving billions of dollars and significant amounts of money. When there are significant volumes of Bitcoin and other assets of a similar nature involved, the retail audience becomes overwhelmed with fear and confusion. When you factor in the manipulation that is carried out by institutions, you get the ideal prescription for the whole marketplace shakeout event, which is precisely what we have been witnessing. Having said that, we will address it and conversations will take place about it. Good morning, everyone. Hello, my name is Nick, and I am delighted that you have chosen to subscribe to our channel. At this point, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. A mixture of enthusiasm and worry stems from the fact that the total market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies is currently hovering around $2 trillion. This indicates that if we take a peek at the top, we can see that in the event that we examine the chart on a monthly basis, beginning with July of 2023 and continuing all the way down to October of the same year, we will be able to observe that we have arrived at the point of lowest value. In the marketplace, there has been a total change in the attitude of the distance. And as a result, retail is now continuously thinking about new things. In the process, we have dramatically improved the quality of our products. We are releasing things like, at this point, the subject of Gary Gendler's imminent resignation is no longer being discussed. Rather, the attention is being directed toward the announcement that an experienced crypto administrator is set to take over leadership responsibilities. When they were talking about the seasoned crypto Congress that had just taken office 10 days earlier, they are now simply talking about the huge shift that has occurred on the institutional side. All that they can think about is the chart possibly changing their portfolio, taking a look at the red, and making ominous pronouncements about the possibility that there are others engaged. A panic selling strategy that is optimal for the market as a whole, I understand. It is disheartening to know that people are hurting and feeling insecure. On the other hand, it is absolutely necessary for the market to unquestionably experience that huge acceleration upward. It comes as a surprise to see the water return in such a large manner, just as we are beginning to climb. While all is going on, we are studying Bitcoin, and there are 7 days remaining. The price has dropped to roughly 9,106 recently. On the surface, the first month and the first year appear to be like this. But I want to emphasize that this is a clean chop. It is really smooth. And you can see it on the charts. This is trop, even XRP during the last few days, the past month, or even the last year. The only thing we're doing is reducing our losses and waiting for the next significant move to the upside. To tell you the truth, we keep a close eye on Bitcoin every single day. There's a tap in, you have no reason to be anxious about this. The kennel closes that occur on a daily basis are the most important to consciousness. From what you can see, there is price movement here, even at the lowest points of the market. At this point in November, our daily kennel closures are at their lowest points. However, as you can see, the kennel bodies are above those low points in the event that there is any delay or certainty. Up to this point, nothing that is particularly concerning has occurred, and the wick itself is barely better than it was the previous week in November. With regard to moving ahead, the midline is the most important component to pay attention to in order to turn it. And 9, 8, 0, 0, 0 is the setting for the flip. It is our hope that this level will be recaptured back on the chart. After that, it is highly likely that we will retest the high in order to have a possible breakout to 1, 8, 4, 0, 0. It is imperative that this take place as soon as possible. An intense upward impulse move is something that we are looking forward to, and it is ideally expected to take place by the middle of this month. Therefore, we must exercise patience and keep a watchful eye. There is a possibility that we will have to wait until the 20th, or we could go ahead and cut until then. On the other hand, it seems that Bitcoin is still performing well outside of the Bitcoin blockchain. So if you take a look over the past 12 hours, for instance, you will notice that there's a lot of support around 925,000, which means that yes, everything is still looking good on Bitcoin from a shape standpoint. Regarding XRP, it has been gambling into what we were able to do in the long run. Everything is coming together in a way that is absolutely beautiful. As can be seen, we ended up at a low of approximately $2.20. It has been a while since I've been waiting for this low to be reached, and thus far, nothing too unusual has happened. On the other hand, I am still waiting for this aspect to decrease a little bit before I break out to the upside, retesting that trend line and finally breaking into $4 and beyond. Keeping in mind that this is going to take some time, the most important thing is to maintain your determination. When you zoom out and look at these charts, it sounds like something out of a nightmare. For instance, if you take a look at the basic aid chart for XRP on a daily basis, you will notice that it is currently hovering around $227. Even though it has not yet broken the code, it appears to be quite powerful. The closing of the fourth daily candle frame could take place today. We have 4 daily candle frame closes. In the event that we close at this level, there will be 4 candle body closes in the vicinity of this level, which indicates that we are constructing a foundation. There is a nice XRP chart for Bitcoin, and you can also see the daily candlesticks closing on the weekly chart. This chart for Bitcoin is adorable. Even though there are a number of supports around 935,000 on this chart, I've also been looking at other charts such as the monthly ones, and it's important to pay attention to these better time frames. We can observe that the bull market is doing well, flags, design, and layout. The formation of a bull flag is also taking place in this area, which indicates that our subsequent significant move must be able to take us to the top of the Bitcoin market. To guarantee that we achieve the top, which could be anywhere between 1, 400, 0, 0 and 1, 600, 0, 0. We will need to exercise patience in order to make sure that it is a valid high. It'll be thrilling to watch if we hit the summit. On the other hand, outside of this environment, mainstream media were generating a fuss, and in the market for cryptocurrencies, $655 million had changed hands in the past 24 hours. It is my opinion that this, without a doubt, started to expand into the billions of dollars. But this actually took place between the middle of the previous day and the 10th of the previous day. Even though there were a lot of unsteady movements throughout the entire day yesterday,